It took off, and you got Lil Baby now. You got Kevin Gates. I seen Sauce Walker. Shout out to you. He said he needed a shirt.
Yes, sir.
I said, damn, Sauce is looking for a shirt. Yeah. These boys are going somewhere.
We got a crazy jacket coming. A crazy one.
Yeah. Like halftime scissor, red jacket type.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? We back with another episode of the Unquestionable The Podcast. We got our very own special guest, Junkyard, in the motherfucking building.
What's good?
We got the boys,
Junkies.
We got the clap it up for the boys. Come on, yes sir.
Thanks for having me.
We got the boy Eddie and we got the boy Jay up in the building, bro.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Yes, sir.
Junkyard LA in the house.
Junkyard LA up in this motherfucker for real.
Let's take a second though to shout out you guys too. You know.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, you guys like I've been watching your videos. The way you guys have it set up, you know, it's nice, bro.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
nice to see you guys put in work for it. I see how you guys set up too. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
We're trying.
Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you guys blessing us with your presence on this episode. It's gonna be a sick one for real.
It's gonna be a good one for real.
This is the family right here. This is the family for real.
It's been a minute. We've always been wanting to see a lot of things come to fruition, but insanely proud of the boy Eddie and Jay for taking off with this Junkyard,
man.
bro.
Appreciate
You can't. Words
This
can't
interview
express.
was a long time coming too.
No, it was a long time coming. I think it's been like, how long has it been? Like a couple months, years, a year almost
like a year,
We've been in the works of saying,
Yeah.
You know what they say, bro. You know, sometimes you gotta do your own thing and then come back, and you guys are still gonna be cool. You know, it's cool.
No, it's dope, bro, because most people who paid attention to last season at all, they see a lot of Junkyard throughout the season. I was rocking Junkyard titles, I ain't gonna lie.
I noticed. I was okay.
We're trying to show any type of love we could.
No, for sure. So it's dope to, we all Junkyarded out.
Yep.
You already know how to bless the team, you know?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
some
to
cool pieces. We
shout
have some
out
more
to
stuff
Eddie and
coming.
Jay,
So shout out. Hey, if you guys haven't copped already, bro, cop. Fall drop out, spring drop coming soon, right?
Spring drop coming soon. We're working on the samples right now. We're gonna start shooting pretty soon. But everything's coming in. Just planning it out, bro. Slowly, but I mean everything will come.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be able to see like the difference in a little bit, you know?
Yeah, shout out to them. They pulled up and they brought some care packages for the boy. It was Christmas all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas
they
and
blessed
fucking
us with
March,
some
for real.
Sweet pieces, man. Some sweet stuff.
Reminded me when my mom got me that AI jersey.
Yeah, yeah, we were pumped. We were pumped. But again, appreciative you guys. Thank you again for that. That's the first time we've had that happen, and that was really cool. Very special for sure.
No,
Thank you for that.
I had to.
Yeah.
And talking about you guys' shoots, talking about the samples, you guys been cooking up a lot. We've been seeing the story.
Cooking in
you
the
guys
booth.
got some fire in the tuck.
You guys got some
What can we look out for? What are you guys cooking up? What do you guys?
Well, I don't want to
samples?
give like too much.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like you guys seen some of the stuff behind the scenes, but I mean, obviously, like from the stuff that we've been doing already, I think I want to do something like a little different too, kind of experiment with it too, because I feel like it's a perfect opportunity, Every drop is like a new opportunity to kind of like see what you can create more.
Okay.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the jerseys. The jersey's tough.
They're coming out.
We got a Junkyard Sports Edition coming or what?
Yeah, it's like I guess you could say like a football jersey, but more like fashion. I guess.
Yeah,
it's hard. But
I think I can see
I'm not
it
even
already.
just saying that because it's
I
my
can
brand.
see it already.
Yeah.
I can see it already.
Take us a little bit behind the scenes, like of that creative process. Like, what kind of mental space are you guys in? How do you guys go about that?
The influence, the
I think
inspiration.
I think the mental space that we're in when we do design or like create is like, this could be better, It's never like a thing where it's like, okay, like I'm content with this, unless like, obviously like we already thought about it, like what we could do, all the small details, because I do feel like the small details matter, And so me and Jay always like, talk to our graphic designer, and we're always like, yo, like we could do this, or let's try this. And then even every little detail, hey, what models can we use? What little details can we add to this picture, this shoot, everything. So I guess like you could say it comes from like just wanting to be better,
Yeah, like low key, me. So our graphic designer's name is Nam, right? Me, him, and Ed.
Shout out Nam.
Yeah, shout out Nam. Shout out the boy.
We love the work we're doing.
Yeah, but like when we get together and create like these new designs or put together a drop, we could literally just sit there for like
hours. And we have.
And it just never stops really. So yeah,
That's dope, bro. Yeah, that's what's up.
And so, like, where does the blue collar, Ben Davis style come from? Like, where does all that? Like, you guys have a big collection with it, I would say.
Yeah, so for the Ben Davis, I mean, I feel like I'm from LA, so we're from LA. The brand
Is that very LA right there?
Yeah, I guess you could say like it's just inspiration from like back then, when people used to like wear Ben Davis like more casually. But like I wanted to kind of like
The Dickies.
Yeah, Dickies, kind of like that work material, kind of related back to like where I came from too, you know? That's why the brand came out. Like it's from LA. I want to see how I can incorporate LA all the time, you know?
That's hard.
Especially with settings, shoots, like even with the models, I like, you know, if like I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty dope, I always ask him like, where you from?
Yeah.
And if he's from LA, it just brings it out more, you know? Yeah. And then sometimes like I even tell the models like, yo, like we should create something together. But yeah, that's where Ben Davis comes from though.
Yeah,
Definitely. And saying that your brand's like very rooted in LA, and obviously that's a big inspiration for your brand. Take us through like the meaning, you know, and what that means to you guys, and how you guys are, you know, turning Junkyard LA into a visual representation of your guys', you know, version of LA.
So I have like a short version and a long version. So I mean, the short version is kind of just like when you go through LA, you guys seen it, bro. You guys drive around. It's not as glamorous as people think it is, you know. Like you go Skid Row, it's all crazy, bro. Like you think of a Junkyard, you don't think of the best, most positive thing, you know. So that's why I decided to use the Junkyard name, and I also feel like how can I relate to this name as well, and I feel like how do people relate to this as well, because not everyone's from LA, you know. Yeah. And so I feel like everyone has their own like battles, I guess you could say, their own Junkyard they have to deal with, and I do feel like with our new logo, the ever-ending circle, I feel like people always are trying to escape their own junkyard, but at the same time, like, you know, they do drugs, smoke, drink, whatever, just to try to escape it. Even when you do escape it, you can't really truly escape it because that's where you're from, you know? Yeah. So I feel like that's why we came up with the logo. I don't know, I just like the vibe, you know? Yeah. That's why I just like keep building on it, like trying to bring the idea out a little more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And asking both of you guys, like, how has it been, obviously, bringing these visuals to life and bringing that, you know, has it been easy? Has it been hard? Like, obviously, it's hard to bring an idea to life, but, you know, you have such a great meaning to this brand. How has that been visually representing that?
Man, that shit hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit hard, bro.
It is.
But like me and him and our graphic designer, we go back and forth a lot on like what we should drop, what we should release. But like everything that you guys see on the page, everything that you guys are rocking is like pieces that made it past our like process of like, oh, does this represent like what we're trying to go for our brand? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so I guess it just really depends on like where we're at too, you know? Because sometimes like we think the simpler the better, but then sometimes we want to switch it up and make it crazy, you know? So I guess you can expect like more crazier stuff to come in the spring. Because I mean, as you can see, like Chris's hoodie or zip up, Kev's like zip up and so it's more simple, you know? It's more like everyday fit, it's good quality fit, you know? So like, that's
I think you explained this one here, the one he's got on this black hoodie. This one's tough. Like
that one's tough, and it got like
so
for those who can't see it, bro.
So I guess it was like kind of like a trial thing with the tapestry too.
Yeah.
Like, me and Jay love the tapestry look, so I feel like it's like the back is kind of like anybody that rocks the hoodie, it's kind of like you're just, you know, you're floating out of the junkyard, you're trying to get out, you know. Yeah. And then like the thorns around it is kind of like a halo, like you're the angel in your junkyard, you know. Yeah. You're the chosen one from your thing, so that's why we named it the Chosen One.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so we thought about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like naming the pieces too, you know, sometimes.
No, yeah, the collections.
It brings it all to life.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Sure.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
Talk about some of the back end work that a lot of people don't see that went into doing this. Like,
damn.
He's more of the back end stuff, I'll be honest.
All right. Well, like, first of all, I'm not sure if you guys like ever tried producing something overseas, like with China or whatever. Bruh, that shit is like a whole process, because even to get one sample in, it'll probably take like 30 to 45 days just to do it. And then you have that type of back end stuff. And then we got like the ads portion, like running ads, and then like trying to, you know, make our videos pop, and then the content creation. It's like a lot of stuff to do for 3 people, but you know, we manage and we get it done. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially, bro, when you get the text from your manufacturer. Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah, literally just the other day, one of our manufacturers just messaged me, was like, hey, we fucked up your guys' jorts. It's gonna take another 15 days. And it's like, bro, now we don't have it for a shoot that we planned for this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that also like kind of like helps us plan out like the future stuff too, you know? Like, yo, instead of giving us like 2-3 weeks to wait for that sample, we give ourselves like a month. Like a month, you know, and a half, just so we could really plan it out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those losses have obviously turned into like learning lessons. What are some of the big, like, I guess, learning lessons you've had to learn?
I guess for learning lessons, I mean, like just the process, you know? Like, I guess you could say like every little thing is a learning process, you know? Like the models, like, bro, like we've had instances where, just people would come late, or like, you know, certain things would happen, or this and that, where we didn't kind of like account for it. So, and then we rented the spot. These people, you know, it's just like a bunch of things, you know, like that you learn from, and then the sampling, and then just spending like unnecessary funds on like certain things that you didn't think you needed, or you thought you needed but you didn't really need. Yeah.
It's all trial and error at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's what becomes great though. After you learn everything,
you realize
then you're like,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
It's all business too.
Yeah.
It's all fun too, huh?
It's fun.
At the
It's
end.
fun.
As long as you guys are having fun, you're enjoying what you're doing, man. That's
but
all that matters.
that's one thing that people don't realize though. Like like you can't do it if you don't do it for fun first. Like people always want to focus on like, yo, I need to chase that bag. I need to sell X amount of hoodies to get this and that. It's just like, bro, like that's not the right mentality.
Yeah.
It's just the same with the podcast, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys,
and that's one thing we say, like it's hard for sure. Like it's hard, and we all say like, man, we're tired, we're this, we're that. But at the end of the day, like, oh, that was fun. Oh, we did that. And we did that. But so that's like, I know for sure we feel what you're saying. Like it is hard and it's tough, but at the end of the day, it is fun for us.
No, and we could personally even like understand, because when we went and did our rollout for season 1, we kind of tried to go with this idea we wanted and probably went too deep into this when in reality it could have just been a lot simpler, and like we didn't need to like put all the effort we put into in that. It was like a wasted effort. It was wasted money, a lot of wasted that type of thing. And now we know that going into season 2, like we're putting a lot more effort into our content rather than the rollout videos in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I could say.
And so do you guys also like cut and sew clothes as well? Do you guys play around with that, or
that's the thing, bro. Like, so for the hands-on stuff,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know how to sew. I'll be honest, I would love to though. We actually talked. Me and Jay talked about it. We're like, yo, like we should like find either one of our close homies that does it. To cut and sew, or like you should learn ourselves. But it's such a big process that we rather just perfect it in terms of like designing it first and having it overseas, and then like because that's like kind of like a skill you learn. Just because you want to learn.
Because something like us too, like we're not trying to start no fashion brand or clothing brand, but we are into fashion and we love that shit too. So where we, we just like to dibble and dabble. Maybe one day we'll cut up and sew a hoodie or something. You know what I'm saying?
We know a good sewer.
Yeah. Send him or her my way.
Hey Connie, we got some work.
He's gonna shout out the boy AJ.
Oh yeah, BDA. What's up, BDA?
BDA, he's a young fashionista himself, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Makes pants and everything. Pretty good.
So from the nitty gritty of it, how did you two meet? How did you guys come along and say, let's get together and do this?
Tell us a little bit of the backstory. Let's get it.
So I know Jay from high school. Like we used to hoop and stuff, So I'll know him here and there. His best friend is like one of my best friends, like brother too. So it's kind of like all close knit, kind of like everyone knows each other.
Mutual friends
from
and
the city, But then we didn't talk like that. But then we would just hoop
knew each other.
There, knew him. Like I thought he was cool. He thought I was cool, type shit. And then I hit him up. I was like, yo, let's do a clothing brand, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy because we were at the local gym and we were hooping. And then this was like when I barely knew Ed. And then he came up to me. He was like, hey, I seen you doing a little clothing brand, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
And then because back then I was doing another clothing brand. And then boom, fast forward like a couple months and then we just started Junkyard together pretty much.
That's dope. Organic process. That's dope.
So it was outside of high school you guys started?
Yeah, it was outside of high school. Like,
out of high school you guys connected more?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's usually how it goes, huh?
For sure. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And this process for us having to go through and figure all this out, the trials and tribulations, it obviously brought us like a lot closer. How's that brought you guys like closer in a sense? And
bro, it's just like when you start like working with somebody and you're just designing all day, you just learn random stuff, like you just randomly, bro. You just like, oh, like, you fuck with this song? Oh yeah, me too, Or like, oh, you like doing this and that. I'm like, cool, and then you just start kicking it,
We all locked in,
because I feel like to a certain extent you kind of have to know each other's chemistry, There's like a certain like thing where you guys like kind of like build off of each other, So
especially like with like starting your own brand together, I'm sure you guys experience the same thing. Like you go through like a lot of shit, like bad shit, bro. Right? So we've been through a lot of shit together. So yeah, we definitely got close a lot for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, through all the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations, it's dope just to see, two people working together to bring something to fruition and bring it to life.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have put a lot of effort and work into this stuff. So it's crazy to see it all paying off, and all the hard work is definitely just being out there, put out into the world, bro. How do you guys feel knowing that you guys started it from the ground up? You guys brought it to life. Like, what's that feeling as two creatives just bringing your guys' art to life?
man, it's probably the same feeling you guys feel about the podcast. You know, it's like your baby.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you're trying to take care of it, you're trying to grow it. You know, so.
Yeah. You definitely feel good about it because at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, from a place where you don't even know what to name the brand.
Yeah.
Kind of just like, where do I even start? You know, it's like, you have to learn everything, bro. You know, it's just because like, you know, like there's cameras, you know, there's lights, you know, but what type of light, what type of standard, what, you know, like what manufacturer, what material do I use? Like, what type of hoodie could I use? You know, like why is this hoodie more thin than this one? You know, it's just like a lot of like, I guess like perfecting the craft too, you know, like you're always learning about like certain things, you know, like, oh, what material can I do this and this on? You know, so like, I guess you could say like, cliche to say, but be different, you know, like it's so hard to be different, but also like be familiar, you know? Yeah. So I guess it feels good though.
Yeah. No, and that's where like the drive and all that comes from too, to just keep wanting to do it too. Like I can see you guys are very passionate about it and just want to, like you say, perfect it and just understand it and be able to say you guys mastered it, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, but I've been, you know, like we've been talking about it even since like fucking back, like, cause
it's been a minute since you guys fucking talking about that shit.
Well, you guys want to talk about how you guys know each other? I mean, you guys come from a long time knowing each other. Small world, small town dreams coming to reality.
How everyone knows everyone here. It's a crazy story, actually. All right, so me, Chris, and Kev went to college together, and then they're like, "Yo, hey, come meet my homies," and then his homies would come through, which is Bucci and Aaron, and that's how I kind of know everybody. But we were roommates in college, and then we kind of just, you know, did our thing, you know, had our fun. And just like they just brought along more homies, and it kind of just was a thing where I don't know, like if they trusted somebody, I trusted that fool too, you know. Yeah. So, and then it just kind of went from there, you know. And it's been good ever since. Yeah. Right.
Tailored, specifically tailored to like a dynamic relationship, bro.
Yeah.
Tailored a dynamic relationship, and it's gonna be, you know, never ending, and for sure blessed to fucking have met the boy.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, and it's just crazy because if you really think about it, like everyone just brings like fucking a gang of people, and then everyone just meets everyone just be cool with each other, you know.
Yeah.
And now Jay knows you guys too, you know.
Like, bro, Jay part of the squad. He's
being
Junkyard squad for real.
Being open-minded, being able to accept the people that come into your life and all that. And if you rock with them, you rock with them. If not, then hey, that's another story. But, you know what I mean?
I feel like to a certain extent, it's like if that other person's not, you know, crazy, like it's kind of just like your mentality, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If they're not doing too
It depends
much.
on what kind of energy you want around yourself. You know.
No, for sure.
But for the most part, I mean, every time I've known these guys since growing up. I'm a little older than them, but every time they brought anybody around, it's always been like, all right, I trust these guys. Like they brought them around, you know, so I got to rock with them, you know? Yeah, you know?
Yeah, it's been a journey, bro. We've been a journey since 2018 since we've been rocking with this fool, bro.
Yeah.
It seems like a lifetime ago. Like realistically, it was a lifetime ago because Jesus, man, so much time has passed.
Bro, you met me when I was working at Chipotle, bro.
Oh my God, really? Chipotle head, dog.
What,
bro?
Chipotle. I was like, hey, bowl or burrito, white rice or brown rice.
Now you bring them home to us.
Oh, yes, sir.
Why he said white rice or brown rice? What the fuck?
Pinto beans or black beans. You know, I can roll a burrito to this day.
To this day, you have it. I never worked at no Chipotle, but I can roll a mean burrito. My mama taught me right. I'll say right now.
One thing I'll say, bro, is Eddie used to come home just heated like no other after Chipotle sometimes, bro. Just spazzing.
You know how many times I had to tell them that guac was $2.50? And they said, I know.
Nah, like it was the most annoying when someone would make like a fucking triple burrito, and he just, like, he's just challenging you, bro. Like he's just like, I want like 4 scoops of this, because you know how like Chipotle doesn't charge you for extra stuff, just hack, you know.
No, they don't. But, you say extra meat.
No.
That's what they charge you now.
And the
though.
guac, everything else you can get extra. Back then, at least.
Oh,
I don't know about now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can now, but they would challenge you, bro. They're just fucking. I want 3 scoops of rice. And then at the end, you're just fucking trying to roll this fat ass burrito that don't even make sense, bro. And he's like, "Oh, you got this? Yeah, he's literally telling you, bro, you got this. Like, you can roll it." And I'm like, and then I'm like, "Yo, I can't do this, bro." Like,
So what happens?
Then I tell the manager to come out. I tell the manager to come out, and he's like, "Bro, just use like 4 tortillas, bro." And
Have to at that point.
You're just going crazy.
You know what's funny? Every time I go to Chipotle, I always get a big burrito because it's their fault that they use the whole fucking spoon to fucking throw everything on the tortilla. I'm like, well, shit, bitch. If you can proportion it correctly, it's not my fault you can't fucking roll the thing. And then they got it busting out the seams. I got to get a bowl all of a sudden now because motherfuckers trying to watch my weight. Now I got to get 2 tortillas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my fault. Maybe if you would proportion it correctly.
No, there's always 2 sides to the stories.
Right?
Yep.
And then I also say, too, we go to this taco truck where they just stank on hella meat,
Yeah.
hella cheese, hella bullshit. I'm like, at this point, you might as well just give me a freaking taco salad. You know, and it's like, I've never heard nobody complain about too much anything. I'm like, oh, well, shit, man, I'm trying to enjoy my food, not have a bunch of shit on my plate. I said soul food, not better food. No, but I love food. I'll eat it. I bitch about it, but you know me.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how we met each other. Yeah, but
College,
brings you back,
brings
though.
people together,
bro.
I didn't go to college.
Unlimited memories, bro. We got unlimited memories together. It's funny because every time we see each other, we like
That's how it
reminisce on
be,
something
too, huh?
else
Yeah.
that we haven't talked about in a while, but it just be funny. Like,
You remember
know,
that time?
Nah, but it's always just like there's always a memory, you know, like with everyone. Like everyone, there's like gang, just like some random shit that happened that you just stumble upon. You're like, what the fuck? Remember this shit, bro?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Hawaii was the time too. We went to Hawaii.
was
No,
fun.
my
Hawaii
favorite
was fun.
memories, bro. Hey, exclusive, NQ exclusive. Kevin, Eddie used to get drunk as fuck and fight all the time. I got videos of them slapping each other.
We was fighting in the middle of the streets, bro. We was fading, bro. We was fading in the middle of fucking Newport, bro.
But see, like
shit was
even when we
crazy.
did fade, it never came in between us. Like never. We left it there, and that's it. You know.
Hey, bro. In a real way. Hey, shout out Aaron the plumber, bro. In a real way, bro. For real.
You was not qualified.
Yeah.
He was not qualified.
Nah, bro.
That's
we
crazy.
was for real getting down in the middle of the streets, bro. And
go
I
down in the
remember
game.
the first time we faded actually was we were like slapboxing one time. We were slapboxing. And I accidentally connected with this fool. Remember? Chris, we got a video of that shit in the UHs.
Yeah.
Bro, I accidentally smacked this fool, clocked him in the jaw, and he was like,
Close sister?
yeah, just like boom, just fucking connected. No, like, bro, I didn't really know, bro. I dodged his hit and I just went, just connected.
Yeah,
and
but
shit,
you know
bro.
what the worst part about that is? He's just dying, bro. He's
I know,
dying,
he's laughing, recording
dying,
it.
laughing, just recording
I
that
know,
shit. I'm like,
recording
yo, I
that
was
shit.
drunk as hell, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's
Because
crazy.
they would be laughing, bro. They're not taking it serious. They're not
my
like mad at each
God,
other, but they're like mad at each other. You know, like they're like
Yeah.
giggling, but they're like low-key heated at the same time, like trying to like overpower each other. I'm just like,
Nah, but those
Hey,
are
bro, y'all trying to
that's
Those are the
brotherhood,
memories,
though. That's
bro.
brotherhood.
That's fucking
Yeah,
they were
memories,
just trying
bro.
to cuddle, bro. That was-
Nah, it was crazy though, because I mean, it's just probably the rage. Because back then we had to stretch $10, like it was nothing, bro. For
real.
we had to stretch $10 like for like a month, bro. Like damn, bro. I was like,
Bro,
damn, bro.
I didn't have a fucking rear view mirror for what?
Oh my god.
5 years?
Hey, my bad.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was Kevin's fault.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Nah,
Dude,
we
bro.
were for sure down bad, but that's even like cooler to reminisce on, like low-key how down bad we would be sometimes at that house.
Yeah.
And then it's like looking.
Nah, but that's what was fun though, you know. We had
Yeah.
hella motherfuckers over, you know. Like when these would come over, we just turned up like nothing worried, bro. We just
No,
face the
for real.
30
Always turning
rack,
up.
you know.
And that's what
Fuck it.
we're talking about, bro. Our fucking
Or like
Bud Light
530
or
racks,
what?
bro. But like the
Yeah.
cheapest shit we can get,
Bud
bro.
Light,
Captain
shit,
Morgan,
Bud Light?
Natty Lights.
whatever, Natty Lights, bro. Like you just
Yeah,
came
what
in,
happened
played
to that guy?
7-Eleven doubles, and dude,
I never met
who
him.
knows what happened, dude.
The amount of sleepless nights during the middle
Oh,
of the
man.
week, bro. That was crazy. Partying in the middle
How
of
old
the
were you
week.
guys?
That
How
shit was
old was this?
crazy.
Like 21.
Like 20, 21.
My early
Yeah.
20s were reckless.
It was just
Yeah.
like, bro, like me and Kev were talking about it on the ride here. We were just talking about how like we had nothing to worry about other than like just chilling. Like obviously we had to make money to chill though. Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We had to make money to upkeep our
We had to
our
make a
shit we
living,
were
bro.
doing,
We had to
like,
fucking
with
do
the
something.
homies. Like just to go to the bar to go
Yeah.
do something. But it's like low key, that's all we would do is just
I used to serve, bro. So
Fucking
I used to
chill.
serve a lot, and dude, I'd make a good 200, 250 a night. I'd spend that 250 at a bar that fucking night, bro. I was like, fuck it, bro. The amount of
Isn't it
fucks that
crazy
we're
how
not
easily
getting,
it
bro.
is?
That
Money
shit's
goes
insane.
at a bar.
Yeah,
Bro,
money
and
goes by
think
quick,
about
bro.
how active we were. Like we would go from school to work to go out. Like never
my
would sleep,
God.
never would chill. Like and now just being an adult and seeing where I'm at now, I'm just like, bro, how the fuck did I do that? Like you know what I'm saying? Like obviously it's cool to look back and see like how tough it was at times, and now we're like all in different places and seeing everybody succeed in their own route and everything that they wanted to do. You know, we used to have these conversations about creative shit that we wanted to put into this world and into this universe. And like, look what we're doing. We're putting tangible like art into the universe. Like, I mean, depending on how you look at it, but you know what I'm saying.
No, for sure. What about Jay? What about your experience? I know you had a different experience than all of us, bro. What do you probably did your own thing
In college?
Yeah, in college.
Honestly, it
similar.
was pretty similar experience. Yeah, we had a house where we all just kicked it to, like, got fucked up every day pretty much.
Yeah, every day. I feel like that's the college experience.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about, like, after college is like, damn, I really can't believe I was doing that shit, bro.
Yeah. It was just a different time, though, Because like, you had no worries.
Young and dumb. Your liver's fresh, man. You can bounce back from a hangover at night of fucking pounding a couple bottles like nothing.
Now the headache prolongs. I'm telling you.
I swear to God, I'm getting old, man. Gotta start smashing water when you're drinking.
Oh,
At least
yeah.
a whole case.
Sure.
I'll wake up and I'll feel my headache in my heartbeat in my head, bro. It's just like, fuck.
Thumping.
Yeah,
That
just
town up
beat
power is
bugs.
a remedy, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
For real.
Facts.
No, but like I said, reminiscing on just like some of the conversations of like what we used to have as younger adults. How do you guys feel like knowing that a big part of a lifelong dream is being achieved? You guys are successfully running a clothing brand that's getting attention from the masses. You're seeing people repost it that are very notable names. You're seeing so much shit go on. It's like, it's so dope to see as like a friend. Like, I just wonder how you feel like experiencing it.
I think obviously when you do see like that, I mean you're just like, okay, like, like it is worth it to make these connections, It is worth it to network. It is, like all that stuff, and you feel good about it because you're just like, all right, look, now like it's before it even happened, you're thinking like it never could have happened, So I guess like you can use that towards your life too, You're kind of just like, yo, like I never thought this could have happened, but it did happen. Like, what else can I do? Like even besides the clothing brand, you're just like, okay, what else can I do? And I feel like when you gain that confidence, then I feel like you can really do whatever you want to do, Because I feel like that is like the focal point of like anybody. Like a lot of people don't get where they want to be is because of their confidence, bro.
Yeah.
Like they didn't take that risk. I feel like sometimes you do got to take that risk to kind of like get where you want or like try it, at least once, If it don't work out, hey, like they said Rocky said, bro, you can't shit on someone for trying.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the worst they can say? No, they can't like it.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
Yeah.
Sue me.
They're just hating, At that
Yeah.
point, it's just like people. But me and Jay talked about this too. Like, hey, there's people that fuck with it. There's people that probably don't fuck with it. But it's just like, I mean,
There's
you just
people that
gotta
do fuck
produce
with
it.
it,
You gotta
and
just
those are the
put out what you think is cool. Just like how you guys are doing with the podcast. You have the guests that you guys want on. You talk about what you guys want to talk about. So like, I mean, I just feel like you just gotta do it, bro.
yeah, no, for sure.
And you guys
that's-
gotta have some of that confidence too now,
yeah,
right? Yeah. I mean, who's wearing your guys' stuff?
Yeah, like it took off, and you got Lil Baby now. You got Kevin
we got Lil
Gates.
Baby.
I seen Sauce Walker. Shout out to you. He said he needed a shirt.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
said, damn, Sauce is looking for a shirt. These boys are going somewhere.
Yeah, I hope he gets better, bro.
Yeah,
I hope he gets better, bro.
Yeah.
They saw our stuff. We actually like just made connections, and then we know their management, and then they just were like, hey, we fucking with it, bro. Like, let's link up, let's talk, and then we just gave them a little care package for all of them.
Tough.
And that's what it is too. Just networking and
That's the name of the game nowadays,
Yeah,
man.
exactly,
Networking.
yeah.
Meeting good
Just
people,
connections.
keeping good relationships.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I mean, stay tuned for what the
got
podcast
Got some
has,
shit.
you know?
Got some shit
So-
coming.
some bigger guests coming.
So it's not just everyone's doing
Everybody.
good. Everyone's getting good names, So I
some
mean,
shit
it's cool. It's not even about that though. We just generally just want them to rock it,
Yeah.
and stuff like that too,
Oh yeah,
Getting
definitely.
shit in people's hands, getting them to wear it. They like it. They rock it.
Yeah,
Fuck,
definitely.
That's all you can want.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like, people think, like, because me, I'm the type of person that, like, I'll get hell in my head and, like, overthink things. And I was of the mindset of everything has to be perfect before, doing something or something. But realistically, like, something that really hit me that I always say or something was, like, nobody's going to hop out and help you push your car to the gas station until they see that you're out of gas. Like, they got to see you trying to push it first, and that like, resonated with me as, like, oh, fuck, like the whole time I'm just doing this in the dark in a closet, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's seeing this. Nobody's even like here to give feedback or to, push me
I feel like-
to next or, respond or anything. But
Yeah, I feel like that's the beauty though. Sometimes you just, bro, no judgment, nothing. You just put it out.
yeah.
It is what it is,
And I feel
how
like
you
that's
get
like the
biggest
best.
shit.
Yeah.
The
That was the best thing.
lessons,
Yeah. We did was just actually be like, fuck it. We're just going to let go at one point.
Hate it or love it, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I mean, I seen you guys like set up and stuff, like, like every camera angle, every placement, every height, everything. It matters to us as creators because you're just like, I want this shit to look as perfect as it can.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like, people might not even notice it, but there are gonna be people that notice those little things, you know. And I feel like that's what separates you from like people that don't care about that stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's the small details, right? And that's like in any facet, any industry. It's like those top 10% always you can tell by the small details. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that 10% they always, you know, they care about every aspect, you know. It's not just one aspect. So like, you know, that's
very
also
meticulous.
Like,
And how does that carry over into your guys' like creative process and into your guys' thought process with the brand? Like obviously you guys are the type that puts so much thought into it and you care about every detail, you know, like how at least can we look forward to seeing more stuff like that and everything like that?
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of like small details and stuff, like me and Jay have been working on like one thing I did want to do was like make new logos. Because I feel like logos is like very, like when someone looks at a logo, like I want them to be like, instead of saying the actual word Junkyard, I want them to know it's Junkyard, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I want to make like a logo that's like, I don't know, like eye-catching, you know? Like, but like to make it eye-catching, you kind of have to make the logo first, and then you have to make the story. You got to let people see what, you know, like what it means, you know? So I guess like that kind of like goes as what you're asking, you know, like in terms of like the small details and stuff like that. Like the logos, and then like in terms of like what to add on like every, like, you know, even bro, it goes down to even the stitching, bro, on the pants, you know. Like it goes up from there, what pants do I do, what I add, and then it goes down to the stitching, what type of pants, what type of material, where the buttons go, like everything, you know. Like how it sits on the shoe, like everything, you know. Like do I want a jogger, do I want a flared, like, you know. There's so many things. I mean, these are like simple things, but it's just like things that easily could just be not thought about, you know. Yeah. So like it just, I think it takes you just have to be calm and really think, you know? Like, yo, like, how can I make these pants, like, exactly how I want them?
Yeah. And it's that risk you're taking, too, to make them look the way that you see them.
Yeah, because sometimes when it's a crazy piece, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a lot of problems with the production, bro. You know? Like, it's like, they don't even know how to fucking do that shit. You're pretty much just showing them a picture of a mock-up that you just made, but then it's just like now you got to communicate with them. The second part, how do I produce this?
Yeah, because sometimes like certain pieces, like they have like 4 or 5 different combos of patterns on it, right? We have like embroidery, screen print, and then puff print and patchwork. So it's like every little detail that we try to think of it, and then you can kind of see it in like the final product. Like, oh, these drawers are fucking fire because, you know, we went through all the details to like make sure it looks the way we wanted to make it.
That's dope. Who are some of your guys' like biggest inspirations, like clothing wise, designer wise?
Ooh, that's a good question, bro. I mean, I've always liked Virgil. Like, I think it's so typical to say that, bro, but it's just like Virgil.
No, but he
so
for
hard.
sure he paved the way for everybody.
A lot of people.
And he gave game like no other.
And he was,
at
you
the
know,
time,
bro. You know what's crazy about that too? Like that's one thing I realized. Like you can't be greedy. You know,
No,
whatever. Not even with bread, but like with anything. I feel like when you're more generous, it comes back to you. Like that's one thing I realized too. You know.
No, and one thing too I seen on Virgil, he did an interview. He explained how why Off-White was so expensive was for like people to go and make their own Off-White. You know, for them to get inspired to go make their own brand, and so other people can buy their shit. And if they want to sell for however much, fuck it, they're gonna inspire the next one to come through. But it was for sure he was always giving game, always inspiring, always just showing love for sure, and just giving back.
Yeah, because I mean, like I feel like that comes from like passion too, though. You know, it's like. Not only do I have a sick brand that like is for the masses, but also like I want to continue more people to create. So the whole fashion scene could be more than just me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's dope, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why he got positions like at Louis, like all that stuff too.
Yeah, he did a lot. He did a lot. Coming from being a DJ, he did a lot. Like,
for real. He went from Ben Trill, bro, to Louis V.
Ben Trill was tough.
It was tough. I was talking with him.
Had me in a chokehold, baby.
That's PacSun to Louis V, bro. That's
all
crazy.
them shirts, bro. Like, I had all them shirts.
My tripping Pyrex is him, right?
No, was it?
I think so.
I forgot, but yeah, I think
thinking
Virgil
of-
did have
I'm
another
thinking of-
brand. I forgot, but I think it was Pyrex.
I was thinking of Black Skull. Black Skull was
Yeah, he had a gang of brands.
He had a
bro.
lot.
Yeah, he was the type to. He
did
said
it
sometimes you need to know when to like let a brand die or something. Like I think he was one of those type of guys who like let it kind of fizzle out at times. But he just his thought process. Even I don't know the exact quote, but whatever he said about like if you take this same can, and you put it in the trash, it's worthless. You put it in an art gallery. It's
like $1 million.
Yeah, it's invaluable. Like you couldn't put a number to it. He's like, ultimately, what actually puts the value around your art is the room you put it in, and it's like important to think that way when we're looking at our consumer for our podcast or something. You guys are looking at your, you know, consumer for you guys' clothing. It's like, damn it. The worth is going to be put on it as long as you put it in the right room, in a sense, you know, and shit like that. He's always inspired me from that. I'm not gonna lie.
And Junkyard being from LA, you guys got a lot of clothing fashion brands coming out of LA. How are you guys staying true to yourselves and being different? And I mean, are you guys inspired from the brands coming out of LA? Are you guys dissing, hating? What's it looking like out here?
We're for sure inspired by them.
All
like,
love?
there's all love. There's no hate for other clothing brands for sure. Because I feel like the one thing in clothing is that it's never gonna be an original piece, and we learned that like throughout like our process. Because like in the beginning we were like, oh, like we made this shirt, but we found another brand that made a similar shirt. But then like I was talking to like an older homie, and he pretty much just told me like, yo, fashion, you're never gonna make an original piece. Everything is copied off someone down the line, maybe from 50 years ago.
Itself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's something that we learned on the way too. But it's all love to all the other clothing brands too.
No, didn't Virgil say the 3% rule?
Yep,
Find something you like and just change it 3%.
Exactly. See, like I feel like
Facts.
for like stuff like that too, though. Like I mean, that 3% is you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
it's just like
your
the other
curation.
97. The other 97 is kind of just like arrows or like different like abstract ideas that, you know, it already exists, you know, obviously. So I feel like, I mean, are we copying somebody? No. But I mean, I feel like it's more of just like, yo, like we're just using things that look cool and making it our own thing, you know, with that 3%, you know?
Yeah.
Because nothing's original. Like there's no way like you can make like, you know, like how you gonna make a star original, you know? Like, but I mean, people use it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, how come, like I'm sure the star, you know, shout out Hellstar too, I fuck with them. But like, it's just like, bro, look at Hellstar, bro. Like I'm sure the star was there before that. Why is it so popping? Like because they used it, you know? Like it's just like, it's how they used it, you know? What they put it around, you know? With the name and everything.
Yeah. Shout out Hellstar.
Shout out the boys.
Hey, we need a Hellstar
Hey, let's
Junkyard
work,
collab coming
collab.
soon.
Yeah,
Come on.
Hey, that's what I wanted to ask. Can we look forward to any? Have you guys thought about any collabs, or would you guys do any collabs with anybody, any other brands that are coming up and
reached out
in the area or anything? Is there anything we could look forward to, or is this something that's
I'll be rude.
disclosed?
I could discuss it. I'll be rude with you. Like I do want to do collabs more. Like, but like not with clothing though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think when like, you know how Travis Scott does like random shit with like McDonald's?
Yeah.
Man, that's like the hardest shit ever, bro.
Okay.
That's so creative, bro. Or like Lamborghini. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn,
No, I
that's
feel
hard as
that.
fuck, bro.
We're gonna have a Junkyard and Pepsi here pretty soon.
Yeah, or like a junkyard couch or some shit, you know? That's
That's
fire as fuck,
crazy
bro.
shit. Yeah, let's
you
try
know,
it.
like, I want to do
Time.
something where like it's like, yeah, clothing's cool, like, but like, or like a niche clothing, you know?
Like a junkyard
Yeah.
toolbox
Like a-
or something.
yeah,
Like,
That's tough. That's tough.
like a Milwaukee times junkyard.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
You
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like some cool
Yeah.
shit, you know?
That'd be hard.
Okay,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's like my direct. When it comes to collabing, like that's like kind of like my direction, you know,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
or like
tight,
some
dude.
type of artist, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Would you guys ever do that? Like a drop partnered with either like a artist, as a designer,
Yeah.
or somebody?
hell
that's
yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
that's dope.
Bucci Junkyard collab on the way soon.
yeah, because I mean, I feel like that's why Travis Scott's so big because he knows how to market himself. You know, like not just in music, not just in fashion anymore. It's like what he's looking at, like what do people just fuck with, bro? Like, you know, everyone knows McDonald's, everyone knows Lamborghini,
Everyone love a
knows,
6-piece chicken McNugget.
And you're seeing like even other companies or other brands or other artists or something, they're partnering and doing like, you know, shirts or something with like family owned businesses from their hometown or something like that, and like sharing proceeds and stuff, and people are actually buying into it because there's like a gang of people who had that shared experience of like, oh, I'm from this area, I went to this place, I could get behind this. Somebody who really does that a lot is LaRussell. You see him do that with the
hell yeah.
the Momo's Cafe and all that type of stuff. Like it's dope to just see like a whole community just coming behind like that type of stuff. It's for sure.
For sure, super organic to the way LaRussell did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like collabing, I thought about like, you know, there's like certain names I have, you know, that I would collab with. Like I'm gonna reach out to them soon. So stay tuned for that.
Who's your dream collab?
Dream collab? Clothing or no clothing?
Both.
Whatever.
Both of you guys.
Both of them.
Clothing? I'll probably do Louis.
Okay.
Junkyard
Facts.
Louis.
What about you, Jay?
Louis Gucci Fendi.
Was Dream collab?
Yeah.
To be honest, probably let me
Or
see,
Arizona
let me
or
see.
something, you know?
My dream collab would probably for like it's probably Nike, to be honest. Yeah,
That's
Nike?
hard.
Nike.
like a
Nike.
junkyard
Nike.
times Nike, like Air Force One. That should
The
be tough.
Junkyard ones.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Junkyard
That should be
ones.
tough.
That should be fire.
That would be fire.
You said Arizona, the iced tea?
Yeah, I love Arizona.
sick.
Or
That'd be
Celsius,
tough.
bro. Bro, sponsor me. I drink every day, bro. One Celsius at least one day, bro.
Flow Rider, get at him.
They did pull up with a Celsius, yeah.
Or like a drink. I always thought like a drink brand was cool, you know?
Yeah.
Would you guys ever dabble into that?
Yeah.
Some Junkyard, like you're seeing other brands like the Marathon Burger we talked about recently. Like
That's just
shit like
dope.
that.
Yeah, it's just
dope.
fire.
You guys been?
No, I haven't
never.
yet. Not yet.
Never. But I heard good things.
Yeah.
It's good.
Nothing bad, I hope. We're going to have it. We'll try it.
But yeah, I mean, starting a restaurant would be cool. You know, Junkyard, like, I don't know, Smash Burger or something.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah. Junkyard barbecue.
Junkyard pizza.
Yeah, or like something like different, you know?
Bro, you gotta start the bar. Start the bar. Call it Drunkyard. I'm telling you.
There you go. TM. TM.
Yeah.
Trademark that shit.
But what would you guys do? Any collabs you guys want to do or thinking about?
Oh, we got a lot. We got a few. I think we got individually, we got our own. But like as a no question unit.
Yeah.
Everybody answer individually.
Yeah.
My biggest would probably be the Sacramento Kings. If we're talking.
Facts.
Ooh, that's
I don't want
Fair
Sacramento
team.
Kings.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
If not a close second, I'd want to do. I feel like something like I like Cortez. I don't buy none of this shit because they're hella expensive. Or like Stone Island. Stone Island, I do actually.
Stone Island's fire.
I want my own
Stone
jumper.
Island's fire.
A Stone Island jumper. That's what I want. Yeah. What about you, Aaron?
Me, for like a brand or like a non-clothing brand, I do Dr. Pepper for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do some with Dr.
DP
Pepper.
himself.
That's fire.
And then
Mr.
for a clothing
DP.
brand, I do like some of my roots. Do like some with like a skating brand, like
Fubu?
Spitfire or something.
That'd be
Who?
tough.
Fubu?
That's fire.
Oh, I do Fubu. Yeah.
fire.
No, I do South Pole. For
Kev
sure.
would be Sean John.
Sean John.
That fool would be Crew.
Sean John.
Hey, Crew is tough, bro. Crew's tough.
And Bucci would have
yeah.
been Huff for sure.
Huffed up.
Or
I'm
Neff.
huffed up.
That dude wore
Nah, I never
so
wore
much
Neff.
Huff.
Damn, I haven't heard of Neff in a minute.
I was huffed crazy. I was huffed up and obeyed up.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Well, I had all the socks.
Aaron was diamond up. I know that.
Oh yeah.
I wore a lot
Diamond
of the
Supply.
hundreds actually. I wore more
The
hundreds.
hundreds?
Yeah, I wore
Kev
more.
was a little dirty ghetto kid.
Oh, he was a DGK.
He was DGK.
DGK shit, bro.
He was a purple water sugar.
I was rocking DGK, bro. I was rocking a lot of shit when I was young.
What would yours be?
Shit, honestly, hey, don't call me a glazer, but I'm fucking collabing with the boy Brent Fias, bro. I'm collabing with Nua, bro. I'm collabing with another brand.
Again.
You don't even
bro.
like sambas.
Dude, what the hell, nah, bro.
Throw back
I'm
to
sure-
NQID.
Yeah, bro. Dude, that fucking brand is sick to me, bro. I like the creative aspect of it, but honestly, I'd go for another one. I'd probably go for a little NQX LV, a little high luxury or something like that.
That's cool.
I fuck with the high fashion. High fashion is always gonna be around forever, so I like that aspect too.
I need the NQ Junkyard collab.
I do. Yeah,
Junkyard
that'd be cool, yeah,
collab
for
is
sure.
gonna go
down,
insane.
down.
I do like NQ with like Porsche or something.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's tough. That's tough. Or
Or Rolls Royce. Yeah, I do a special
I
edition.
love Rolls Royces, bro. It's so clean.
that would be sick. Benz, Mercedes Benz. I'm gonna have the Maybach,
yeah.
the NQ Maybach.
Hell yeah.
I told him I'm gonna be the first one with the reverse Virgil. I'm gonna get it the opposite way.
101. Just get it done at Los Santos Customs.
Exactly.
I feel it.
That's hella funny.
What about you, Bucci?
Give him the mic.
As far as collabs go, deadass, we need the Junkyard NQ collab for sure.
No, for sure.
On
That'd
the
be
way.
dope. That'd be
Other
dope.
than that, fuck. Like Chris said, the Kings. Kings is a good one. Me, I'm a Raiders baby, so shit, a Raiders
That'd be tough.
NQ
Raiders.
collab.
Definitely.
That'd be tough.
But speaking about the Kings, bro. How you
not
feel?
gonna start.
Get
Let's not
started.
get started.
Aaron
Let's not
just
get
got
started.
cooked all day.
Since it already came up, how you feel?
man.
How do you
All day
feel?
about
First of all, me and De'Aaron fell out. We was dogs. We fell out, bro.
Yeah, we was real twizzies, dog. We was real twizzies.
I was just about to cop his jersey too. Good thing I did. I went OG Faith on Mike Bibby.
No, I have them, bro.
I
I
be
have your
hard.
jerseys, dog, and they're gonna stay in my closet though. I fuck with you tough. but
Facts.
Shit happens. You know when you mad at your brother, you still brothers, but you
Yeah,
gotta take your space.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you in the.
What I won't be getting is a Zach LaVine jersey. I'll tell you what. I love Zach LaVine, but no, I don't love him on the Kings.
It's just,
Yeah.
bro. I'm tired of the emotional roller coaster it is being a fan right now, and I think with that, and the Vikings. It's just too much for me. I'm just gonna
Try the Raiders and the Kings. That's a deadly combo, bro. My whole life.
That's a deadly combo.
My fucking whole life has been shit. Everybody talk shit.
No, what about you? How do you feel about AD fucking out the window for Luka?
Bro,
I'm lit.
I'm lit.
I'm lit. I'm
Fuck
not
that
even gonna.
fool.
Hey, I love you, AD, but no homo. But yeah, Luka, bro.
I was about to say pause.
Luka, come on, bro. 25 years old, straight star, probably one of the best offensive scorers in the whole league. You kidding me, dude? Yeah, that's a come up. That's a come up.
Hey,
Tough.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you saying Luka just reminded me this. Tell me why we went to breakfast this morning and Puka Nakua was there. I guess.
What do you mean?
We didn't even realize, bro. And I kept
For
looking
real?
at him too, because they were all like ganged up. But fucking, we're all just like hella hungry waiting for our food. Slightly hungover, not too crazy, but we're just like high as fuck, just chilling, waiting. And then the homie, we posted on the story, the homie hits us up. He's like, hey, did you guys see Puka there? I was like, nah, why? And then he sends me a screenshot of his story, and he was like literally sitting right next to the table we was at. I was like, oh, shit.
I noticed him too once when you said that was him. I was like, oh fuck, that was him.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Puka.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Puka.
Shout out Puka.
He's about to take over, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out them fucking $25 burritos too. What was that spot called?
Damn, $25.
Waking
Oh,
late.
Waking late. That shit was fire
Waking
though.
Late. It was
Waking
gas.
late in Hollywood.
Hey,
Was
they
it
want
It was good.
$25?
Just make your burritos a little
20.
bigger.
It was gas, but it was hella small. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, but it was
I
tough.
needed
hungry.
two of them bitches.
I needed
So a
three.
$50 burrito, a $50 meal.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. So we paid $115 total.
115 for all of us, bro.
Oh, we only got one though each. Yeah,
We got one
I
each.
needed two. I got one. Though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And a little $8 OJ.
Yeah, the OJ was
Fuck,
fire.
it was
$8. Who the fuck you think you are, Sonny D?
That's crazy, bro.
That shit looks
That's how you know we
neon.
made it to
though.
Hollywood, huh?
That shit looks straight neon. Like I was like, bro,
Chris
look.
was freaking out how
Yeah.
fucking orange it was.
You know, like you ever see that like car wash shit when you wash your car and it look like neon and it's like the wax car wash
This
shit.
fool. It
That's
was
what
like
it looked
freshly
like.
squeezed orange juice.
Yeah, it was hella neon. I was like, damn, this is crazy. It looks
Was
like
it good, though?
chemicals.
It was gas. It was
It was
gas.
good, yeah, no, it
Hella
was really
sweet.
good.
Shout out them.
You could taste the freshness.
Shout out Wada for putting us on that.
No, yeah, for sure.
Good, big facts.
Yeah, but I'm lit though. Luka,
No, yeah.
we're looking good too.
Are you big Lakers fan, Jay?
Yeah, I'm a huge Lakers fan. I hooped when I was a kid too, so yeah, I'm hype about Luka
Since
for
like
sure.
Kobe or
Kobe, yeah,
Who's your all-time Laker? Kobe?
Kobe,
Kobe.
yeah, for sure.
not Shaquille?
Nah, definitely not.
Damn, why ain't you guys fucking with Shaq?
Not
Nah,
Magic.
it's not even that I don't fuck with Shaq. It's just that Kobe is better as a Lakers.
Son.
How y'all feel about that fucking Warriors trade though? Jimmy B to the fucking Warriors. You think that we gonna see y'all or what?
I mean,
Where is it?
you see
You
his
think that we
interview.
gonna see y'all?
You see the interview with
Yeah.
him. He was like, just pass the ball to Steph, you know. So I
Yeah.
mean, that shit gonna go crazy for
He
sure.
respects that fool, bro.
Yeah.
Going from all the teams that he's been on, he's been the star. Like,
Yeah.
he's definitely been the star, and then being around a whole nother caliber of a star, bro. It's probably insane for him just to be
knows
around
where he's
too.
at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might humble him a little
he
bit
knows
too.
his spot.
It might
Yeah.
humble him a little bit. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. Out of all the old players that you could get, I'd pick Jimmy B. Like he's a dog,
Hey,
bro. He's
Jimmy
a
B
dog,
get
bro.
buckets.
So he would drop
Bay
easily.
now,
Huh?
JB?
GB
Yeah,
get
JB.
buckets.
Down to go see him.
He said he's trying to bring that $80 coffee out to San Francisco. I was like, bro, I don't know about the current climate of the Bay Area if they can afford it, brother.
What is it? Big face coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, big face.
He be
yeah.
taxing for that coffee, that
taxing.
What
shit.
they need to do is build another bridge out of that fucking San Francisco, dude. It's ridiculous.
It's yeah, it's bullshit out there, bro. Tell me why I've been paying $200 a month in my parking shit. They just hit me with the email saying, "Hey, next month we're raising it to $300 a month." It's like, bro, how you just come and raise it 50%? They're
That's
like,
insane.
oh, how did security
You
register?
gotta just start squatting, bro.
Like, what if I just start stealing parking, Dick? What are you gonna do? I'm
You
just
gotta
kidding.
just not pay rent, bro. Like, fucking start squatting.
I'm pissed, bro.
Just a protest, bro.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough out here.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
But nah, going back to Junkyard, bro. So
It's easy.
is
it's
there
easy to
anything
calm down.
like, I know you didn't want to talk about the spring drop too much, but is there anything we can let the
Yeah.
viewers in
Let
on?
us
Is there
know.
any little insight we could give?
Let us know, bro.
We've been seeing the camo hats. Them shit's fire. We've been seeing the pants. Fire. We've been seeing the jerseys. Fire. Everybody's looking at the story.
fire.
What can we expect? When can we expect? Is there anything you guys can give us?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like,
Give us a timeline.
just follow me, bro. Follow me on Junkyard, and you'll be able to see all the sneak peeks. I've been posting a lot of sneak peeks already, in terms of like the pants, the hats, the jerseys, and everything. But when it does come and we start shooting them, you know, like then we don't really need to hide. It's already kind of there already, you know. I'm not really hiding it.
Yeah.
It's there already, you know.
We got a crazy jacket coming. A crazy one.
Yeah.
What's up?
Like halftime scissor red jacket type.
Okay.
Like a leather. It's gonna be a nice leather jacket. I mean, you guys will see the design, you know, when it comes out. But
You better show us. You better show us a little behind the scenes before that shit come out. We need to get tapped in. I know. Show us right now, bro. Come on.
I'll show you guys.
No,
But
we
for
need that NQ exclusive.
No, hey, let me know if you guys want to make a sick piece just to wear and stuff like that, or you know, like.
Now we should make
NQ.
the jerseys with the NQ on the back.
Bro, let's do it.
That'd be tough.
Let's
The
do
Junkyard
it.
NQ collab gonna go
jersey
crazy.
with the question mark with the X.
Bro, yeah, in the middle, that'd be hard,
fire.
bro. No, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Tell us.
Yeah.
And we can produce some duffel bags for us, you know, because we're always moving around. You know, take a duffel bag, Junkyard, no question, entertainment on the back.
Yeah. No, that should be tough.
fire.
For real, for real. We got to
fire.
do something like that.
Yeah, but coming up, I don't, you know, like we're just experimenting, bro. Honestly, because I mean, like, I think for the smaller drops, it's not going to be as many pieces, but it's going to be quality, you know, like really like thought out pieces instead of just like, here you go, you know, it's going to be like, yo, here we go. But like, I'm going to show you guys with like shoots, models, everything too, you know, like thought about it. So.
That's the way to do it, huh?
And next trip.
The rest will follow.
Yeah, the next trip you guys ever go on to, like, you guys got to get some fire scenery in the background of the Junkyard across the world, bro, because, you know, that shit's gonna keep going up in different areas of the world, too, like different parts of the States, like, wherever you go, you just got to keep posting that content, because, hey, content feeds everybody, you feel me? So,
No,
as far as that goes, like...
Shit, that's a bar right there, bro. Everybody's
It is a bar.
Junkyard, you know. LA showing the LA visual, and then everybody. That would be sick.
Yeah,
a sick visual. For
Yeah,
sure.
there is gonna be a page. I put it on the story actually. There's gonna be a page where I'm gonna start telling people, or like the stuff that people sent into me already, like the fit pics and everything. I'm gonna have a page for that, where it's just gonna be like fit pics and like show the love back to the people, you know.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be cool, and then they can kind of like style it and match it how like other people kind of getting inspiration from me, you know, with the pieces that we make, stuff like that too. And then for the traveling part, it just gives me extra reason to travel now.
Yeah, that should be dope.
Yeah, you gotta post that shit content. You gotta post that content worldwide. I got a question though. Like, you guys catering to that female space? You know, you're gonna have some, you know, more female wear or something like that?
We had that discussion before. So yeah, we are working on like a couple female pieces too, for sure. Trying to get everybody incorporated. So
yeah, that's dope. Because if you got both male and female rocking with your brand, that shit's only gonna keep elevating, bro.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to see the support.
You know what's crazy about that though? Like when people try to mix it together, it kind of doesn't work.
Okay.
So like, you know, so like I feel like what you're saying right now is true. You know, like you do need like a female part, or like not female but girls section for the brand. You know. Yeah, you do. Because it fits differently.
Yeah, and unisex is pretty much what it is predominantly in the game as far as that goes. But I'm just saying, like, you know, the models, you got, you know, already some, you know, women models in the game, like, you know, modeling your stuff. So it's only going to attract more, you know, attention to your guys' brand. So honestly, bro, it's just a sight to see. I got my homeboy fucking Eddie up in this fucking bitch, fucking Junkyard.
He got us dripped
He got us
Jay
right, bro.
How we doing?
He got us right, dog. How you guys feeling right now, though? How you guys feeling right now?
I feel good. I'll be honest with you. This is my first podcast, and I've never done one before.
You guys
So
doing good. Doing great.
Yeah, that shit. Hey, bro.
Better than us the first time one came out.
It's crazy. Like, it's literally crazy that we all just met randomly and we were all just fucking placing each other's lives, and then just seeing this stuff like NQ, Junkyard, just eventually is gonna keep on taking off, bro. It's really a sight to see, just from a friend aspect and from like an actual supporter aspect too. Like, it's crazy, bro, because we always talked about it, we always envisioned it, we always had a lot of like deep talks, late night conversations, staying up until 5, 6 in the morning, just going back and forth over just ideas, certain just conversations and stuff. And look where it came, man. Like, it's insane.
Sure.
No, it's crazy.
I just keep on saying it's the same because it's like, homeboy got a brand, you know, we got a bunch of other homies doing a bunch of stuff too. And it's, you know, as you start growing and you're getting older, it's like the only thing you can do is show love and support.
No, and it's already dope being a part of your journey and your story as like just a friend. But now to be able to document it is a whole different like aspect
No, for
to look
sure.
at it in perspective. So that's super cool for us. So like, thank you guys again for just like even being here and just letting us pick your guys' brain and, you know, dripping us the fuck out too. Sponsoring this episode of Unquestionable, man.
Unquestionable, dog.
Literally all of us are in Junkyard.
There is not no LV out here, boys. We just Junkyard up.
Yeah.
Nah, but with that being said, man, what is some last, you know, advice we can give to viewers that are either trying to jump into the clothing space, trying to jump into production, trying to jump into creating art altogether? What would you guys give them?
My biggest advice, if like someone's trying to start a clothing brand, is like, you're not gonna make one piece that's gonna cater to everybody. So as long as you like it as a creator, you might as well just let it fly. And then someone in the world will like it. Someone in the US will like it, or maybe even in Asia will like it. That's my biggest advice. Like, don't get too caught up in like designing something you're trying to make to cater to everybody, you know?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, my advice, I guess, bro, even if you hate me, bro, even if you don't like the brand, even if there's pieces where you're like, I don't know about this, at least use their inspiration, you know? At least, like, you know, take that first leap, bro, you know? Like, at least try it. Because you never know where you can go if you don't try, bro. Like, you know, you can hate me. Like, you don't have to like my pieces, but, yo, you know what? I'm going to just keep going, bro, you know? At least take that, you know? At least
the
take
work
that,
ethic.
bro. Yeah, at least take the work ethic, bro.
Yeah, you always got, you know, the wise words of fucking Junkyard from Eddie and the boy Jay, bro. I mean,
Hey, thanks for having us too, though.
Nah, for real, yeah. Thanks for having us.
When you guys told me about it, I was like, bro, like I've never been on a podcast, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, I talk to you guys every single day before, you know.
Yeah.
And then we've been on trips before, and we've been up to golf before, you know, like all this stuff, bro. So it's just like, you know, just chopping it up, bro. You know, it comes natural. It comes natural when it's just like a bunch of people trying to like, you know, just talk about things that are interesting, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, it's just like how it would have been at Leanne's house, you know, just got a lot more light and some cameras pointed at us.
yeah.
Ain't nothing new, but
And honestly, bro, we got the pleasure to have the boy Jay here, even though you know be the first time meeting, bro. Like, you know, you gotta pop out with us sometimes.
Nah, for sure.
for sure.
The hospitality, for sure.
Yeah, I do want to go up to the Bay Area, Sacramento area, just to do some shooting and stuff too. I'm sure there's a lot of good models out there, good places out there too.
for sure. We got to, and we'll vlog the whole thing, the NQ behind the scenes for Junkyard.
Yeah.
Powered by Junkyard.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Bro. It'll be dope. But nah, and I gotta commend you guys, bro. Like, I love all the effort you guys have put in, the hustle you guys have put in, but also just the thought, the meaning. Like, you know, Junkyard really, really means something to you guys, but it also really means something to us and everybody who it's touching. So I hope you guys know that, and you guys are seeing the actual, you know, magnitude of the change you guys are making, and, you know, the inspiration you guys are putting out there, because, you know, you're inspiring the next generation of people who are going to just chase their dreams just like you guys. And I hope you guys know you're inspiring us too. We love to see it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. Just know, hey, just keep your head on straight, keep your head on the swivel, and just keep going, keep pushing, and don't stop, bro, because this shit is like, you know, I feel like a lot of people were just like shying ourselves down from what it actually is and actually being present in the moment. Like, this shit actually is going to take off. This shit's actually going to work. So don't stop working, don't stop grinding, and actually just keep pushing, bro. Trying to be too motivational, but goddamn, bro, I'm so proud of you guys.
Keep that foot on the pedal, bro. You guys are crushing, man.
Yeah.
Excited to see
Thank you.
Yeah. That shit, I can't. I think I ran out of words to say. The words
Your boy is happy for you guys.
I'm hella happy, bro.
It is. Your boy's pumped.
Pass that mic.
Give him a tear, KJ. Give him a tear. He's pumped,
I already know when we talking about our rollouts, like our videos and shit like that. Kevin's thinking the whole time, what would Junkyard do? I'm telling you,
Junkyard do,
because he's
baby.
like, dude, we got to do some fire shit like that. One video Eddie got,
WWJYD.
Yeah, no, so I'm telling you, Eddie, Jay, you guys are killing it. You guys are inspiring us.
Thank you again for coming on here, man. We appreciate you guys.
No,
Can't
appreciate you guys having us, for real.
Thank you again for the care packages again, too. All this.
Celebrate. We got the boy Eddie and Junkyard up in this bitch. We
Nah,
finna
for sure.
celebrate
We got
and go up
Junkyard
tonight.
tonight.
No.
Yes, sir. We
We about to go get drunk with a J, okay?
Come on, we gotta go get drunk,
with a J.
y'all. So if you haven't already,
Junkyard.
like, comment, subscribe, go follow the boys Junkyard on Instagram, all social media platforms.
Junkyard LA.
Where can they find you?
Junkyard.la on Instagram.
Junkyard Los Angeles on TikTok too.
Yeah, on TikTok,
on.
and then the
There y'all have
website
it.
junkyardlosangeles.com. So yeah, I mean,
Tap
that's where you
in.
can find us.
There you guys go.
Come on.
Signing
Love
off.
y'all. We'll catch you on the next
Don't
one.
forget,
Thank y'all.
You gotta follow the podcast, like, subscribe, comment which part you like the most, and bro,
Come on.
support it,
Bro, and
Continue.
tell us in the comments that you want to see a Junkyard Part 2 episode. You want to get
Come on.
an update.
This
you want to
time,
hear
this
some
time down
more.
in the hometown.
Exactly. Leave some questions
We'll
in
travel
the
this time.
comments. We gonna get it back when they're on our neck of the woods.
Tell them what you want to see. Tell them
Yeah.
what kind of pieces you want to see. What kind of artwork you want.
And hopefully we got and hopefully we got the jerseys done by then.
by
too.
then there'll be a collab for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, for sure. But appreciate you guys and love you guys.
Signing out.
Thank you again, guys.
Like,
See y'all.